Let's step back for a moment. Zoom out. Imagine looking at the entire system of how we grow food from high above. For thousands of years, farming has been an act of faith. They hoped the nutrients were there, hidden in the dirt. They hoped the microorganisms were working quietly. They hoped the rain would arrive on time. Sometimes it worked beautifully. Other times, it failed without any warning. Instead of trusting the soil's unpredictable mood, you get to control the recipe. Nitrogen is measured. Phosphorus is balanced. Potassium is adjusted. Every single element, from calcium and magnesium to trace minerals, is calibrated with precision. The pH is monitored. Electrical conductivity is tracked. Even the water temperature is controlled. They receive exactly what they need, precisely when they need it. In essence, hydroponics removes the guesswork from the roots. It transforms farming into a fascinating blend of chemistry, engineering, and choreography. And it's choreography because every single element has to move in perfect rhythm. Water flows, air bubbles rise, lights shift their spectrum, and timers click on and off. If just one dancer falls out of sync, the entire performance suffers. Think of it this way. Traditional farming listens to the land. Hydroponics designs the stage. Instead of waiting for the spring soil to warm up, you just adjust the thermostat. Instead of hoping for rainfall, you open a valve. Instead of praying the right nutrients exist in the earth, you mix them yourself, deliberately. Control replaces chance. But this doesn't remove the art of growing, it refines it. Hydroponics is like agriculture learning how to swim. Roots are suspended in water, and plants are anchored not by soil but by structure. This idea isn't new. It actually stretches across time, from ancient floating gardens to the leaf-lit skyscraper farms of today. The Aztecs built chinampas, which were raised agricultural islands surrounded by canals. The plants thrived, nourished by nutrient-rich sediment from the water. Centuries later, scientists formalized these soilless growing methods. Today we see the evolution of this in our cities. Vertical farms are rising inside urban centers. Urban agriculture is literally climbing walls instead of just spreading across fields. Hydroponics isn't just a trend. We're facing land scarcity, water shortages, urban expansion, and climate instability. Each one of these pressures pushes agriculture to adapt. And hydroponics answers by dramatically increasing efficiency. Water is reused. Nutrients are targeted directly to the roots. And space is maximized by growing vertically. In a traditional field, a plant's roots have to extend in all directions, searching for food. This conserves the plant's energy, which means growth can accelerate. If the leaves start to turn yellow, you can adjust the nutrient ratios. Data informs action and the farm becomes a laboratory. There's a constant hum of pumps beneath the reservoirs. The system has to be built, maintained, and constantly tuned. Hydroponics requires intention and it rewards attention. It demands understanding, and yet it's incredibly scalable. A single herb unit on your countertop is hydroponics. A massive warehouse filled with stacked towers of lettuce is also hydroponics. The same core principles apply: water, nutrients, light, oxygen, and balance. Hydroponics removes the variability you get with soil. One field might be rich in nitrogen, while another is depleted. One patch of land might drain well, while another floods. Hydroponics standardizes the root environment, and uniform conditions lead to predictable results. Predictability is incredibly valuable in commercial agriculture. Restaurants rely on a consistent supply of fresh produce. Grocery stores expect uniform products on their shelves. Investors look for stable, reliable yields. Hydroponics supports that reliability by turning farming into a form of systems management. But the big picture is even larger than just productivity. Hydroponics represents a fundamental shift in mindset. Instead of asking what land is available, we start asking what environment can be created. Instead of adapting entirely to nature, we learn to collaborate with it. Photosynthesis is still natural. Plant genetics are still biological. But the delivery system for everything the plant needs becomes engineered. We're not replacing nature. We're designing a support system around it. This approach invites interdisciplinary thinking. Botany meets fluid dynamics. Plant science meets electrical systems. Agriculture meets architecture. Skyscraper farms have to integrate structural engineering with crop cycles. The lighting design influences not just the speed of growth, but also the flavor profile. The water chemistry affects the texture of the leaves. They become part farmer, part technician, and part scientist. In the grand scheme of things, hydroponics expands where our food can be grown. If roots have access to water and nutrients, soil becomes optional, and that simple idea completely reshapes our geography. Cities that were once entirely dependent on distant farmland can now produce some of their own food internally. Regions with contaminated land can grow food safely indoors. Communities facing severe drought can significantly reduce their water waste. Now, hydroponics isn't a universal replacement for traditional farming. It's a strategic enhancement. It coexists with traditional farming. We'll still have vast fields stretching across rural landscapes, with sunlight nourishing acres of grain. But inside our cities, beneath lights, in repurposed buildings, hydroponics is growing right alongside them. The choreography continues. Water cycles in loops. Carbon dioxide from the air feeds the leaves, and oxygen is returned to the atmosphere. Some systems can even integrate waste recycling, creating closed-loop designs that reduce the need for external inputs. The big picture has to include sustainability. We're talking about incredible water efficiency, reduced pesticide use, shorter supply chains, and lower transportation emissions in urban settings. Of course, challenges remain. The energy demand for lighting and climate control is a major consideration. The infrastructure needs to be built and maintained, and the knowledge of how to do this effectively needs to be shared. Hydroponics is powerful, but it's not effortless. It requires design, stewardship, and an awareness of the trade-offs. In places where sunlight is abundant and the soil is fertile, traditional farming can still be the most efficient method. But in dense cities and harsh climates, hydroponics thrives. The future of agriculture probably isn't an either-or scenario. It's likely to be layered. We'll have outdoor fields producing our staple crops, and indoor hydroponic systems producing perishable greens and herbs. We'll see distributed production networks that balance resilience and scale. Hydroponics demonstrates that agriculture is, and always has been, adaptable. It can evolve with technology. It can respond to environmental stress. It can shrink to fit in an apartment or expand into an industrial facility. Agriculture learning to swim means agriculture is learning flexibility. It's learning that roots don't require dirt to anchor life. It's learning that nutrients can be delivered with precision instead of randomness. And it's learning that light can be engineered when sunlight isn't available. From those floating gardens centuries ago to the A-lid-lit towers of today, the concept continues to refine itself. Control doesn't eliminate risk, but it does reduce uncertainty. The big picture is about agency, about choosing how and where our food is grown, and designing systems that align with our modern realities. So where do we go from here? We've looked at the big picture, but now the next step depends on you. We could explore the cost of starting a small home hydroponics setup, breaking down the equipment, nutrients, and ongoing expenses. We could compare hydroponics versus aquaponics, looking at how integrating fish changes the system. We could do a deep dive and analyze the yield comparison per square foot between soil and hydroponics. Or we could even design a custom hydroponic setup tailored to a specific climate, like Ohio, considering all its unique challenges and opportunities. Each of these paths grows a different branch of understanding. Each idea is a seed. Let me know in the comments where you want to plant the next one. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more.